So given the integral of 4 plus x quantity squared dx, if you're asked of the integrand here, what is the integrand, guys? The integrand is the function inside, no? Okay, guys? So that's the integrand. Our variable of integration is what? What is the variable of integration? Guys? X, no? Is that clear, guys? So if you're given, for instance, integral of 5 plus x all over x, quantity to the fourth, 1 over x squared, quantity dx. What is the variable of integration here, guys? Anyone? What's the variable of integration? Guys. X, right? What about the integrand? Guys, what is the integrand here? Children, what is the integrand? Boys. Guys, what is the integrand? Guys. Anyone? Are you hearing me, guys? Guys. Alfonso, what's the integrand? Alfonso. 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 Absent.
Right. Yes po, sir.
What's the integrand in number 2?
So yung po ba yung 5 plus x over x quantity to the fourth times 1 over x squared.
5x over all over x raised to 4 times what? Times 1 over x squared, okay? So everything inside that is between integral sign and dx is the integrand. Okay, guys? Alfonso, what about number 3? What is the variable of integration?
W po, sir.
W. What about the integrand? W to the 4 plus 3 raised to 3 halves together with W cubed, right? Okay now? So let's say I'm given f of x and this is equal to big f of x is equal, for instance, to x cubed. Okay, and f of x small f of x is equal to 3x squared. So what can we say about the big F and small f? If I'm going to get the derivative of big F, that is 3x squared. Am I right, guys? Hi? Sorry. What's the derivative of big F? 3x squared, right? Okay. And this happens to be small f of x. Am I correct, guys? Since the derivative of big F is equal to small f, so we say that big F is what? Is an antiderivative of what, guys? Antiderivative of what?
F of x po.
Of small f, no? Okay. So let's say we're given capital G of x, and this is equal, for instance, to x plus 5 raised to 3, and small g of x is equal to 3x plus 5 quantity squared. So if I'm going to get the derivative of big G, what will I get, guys? That is equal to 3x plus 5 raised to 2. Derivative of inside is 1, no? And this happens to be small g. Am I right? So what conclusion can we get out of this? So we say that big G is what? Is an antiderivative of what? Small g. Okay? Okay now, guys? So let's say we're asked to evaluate the following integrals. So these integrals that you're going to have are actually indefinite integrals, no? So given the integral of x to the fifth dx, what is the integral, guys? So applying simple power formula, our x, so here, and then the exponent is 5. So this takes the form of simple power. How do we evaluate simple power, guys? We have integral of x to the n dx is equal to x to the n plus 1. So it means x to the 6. Then over 6, all we have to do is to add a constant of integration. Clear, guys? If I have, for instance, dx over x to the fifth, what about this? So first, we have to express it in the form of power, no? So we have to bring this 1 over x to the fifth, this x to the fifth, we have to bring it up. If we bring it up, it becomes what? X to the negative 5 dx. So this now takes the form of integral of x to the n dx. So what is the integral if you have x to the n dx? So the integral is x to the n plus 1. So negative 5 plus 1 is negative 4. All over n plus 1. So meaning over negative 4. Then plus c. Normally, we want the final answer in simplest form, no? We do not want negative exponent. So we have to bring this down. It becomes x to the fourth in the denominator. Clear, guys? What about number 3? Integral of dw over w to the 4/3. So again, this is not in power form yet, no? So let us express that in power form. Bring w to the 4/3 up or in the numerator. The exponent becomes what? Negative 4/3. Then dw. So this now takes the form of x to the n dx, where x is w. Instead of x, the letter is w, no? So applying the integral for x to the n dx, so we have x to the n plus 1 all over n plus 1. So, but our x is w, so w to the n plus 1, meaning we add 3/3. So plus 3/3, we have negative 1/3. Am I correct, guys? Over negative 1/3. Then plus c. Okay? So let's express this with positive exponent for the letter. So getting negative 3. So this negative 1/3 in the denominator becomes what? Negative 3. Then over now, this w to the negative 1/3 becomes what? W to the 1/3. Get it, guys? Can you follow, children? Guys? Children?
Yes, sir.
Number 4. If you have integral of, let's say, w to the 4th minus 3w squared plus 1 quantity dw. So here there are many terms, no? So there is one property in dealing with indefinite integrals that we are allowed to integrate this term by term, no? So meaning we have integral of the first term, dw minus integral of the second term, and the constant can be moved out of the integral sign. And then plus, no? So minus 3 times. So negative means adding, minus means adding negative, no? So then the last one is plus integral of dw. Of course, you don't need to do this one by one like this, no? You can do it mentally. So as long as you know the property. So what is the integral of w to the 4th dw? So this now takes the form of what? This now takes the form of simple power, no? W to the n plus 1. So w to the 5th over n plus 1. So over 5 minus 3 times. What about w squared dw? What is the integral? W to the 3rd over 3. And then the last one, integral of dw is simply w. Because the differential of w is dw. Then plus the constant of integration. Although we have 3 integrals involved, so you are supposed to have c sub 1 plus c sub 2 plus c sub 3 as additional to every integral, no? So, but c sub 1 plus c sub 2 plus c sub 3, since the c sub 1, c sub 2, and c sub 3 are just constants, so the sum of these arbitrary constants can be simplified to a simple arbitrary only. So let's say c. Okay, so just one only is enough. Clear, children? Guys? So we have 1/5 w to the 5th, and then minus w cubed, and then plus w plus c. Okay? Number 5. We have integral of square root of x multiplied by x plus 3 over x cubed minus 2 quantity dw. What about this, guys? So first, we have to distribute square root of x inside, no? Inside this parenthesis, so that we will able to come up with what? Simple power for every term, no? So the first term we have x to the, what is 1 plus 1 half? 3 halves. Am I right, guys? And then what about here? What does 1 over x cubed mean? So it means x to the negative 3, right? So negative 3 plus 1 half is what, guys? Negative 5 halves. So 3 times x to the negative 5 halves. And then the last one, we have 2x to the 1 half, because square root of x means x to the 1 half. Quantity dx. Okay, guys? Oh. So we now evaluate this term by term, no? Integration. So by term integration, we have x to the u to the n du. What is the integral? U to the n plus 1, or x to the n dx. So you have x to the n plus 1, so plus 2 over 2. 5 over 2 over 5 over 2. And then plus 3 times x to the negative 5 halves plus 2 over 2, that is negative 3 halves over negative 3 halves. And then the last one, we have minus 2 times x to the, so again, u to the n dx, I mean x to the n dx. We have x to the n plus 1, so plus 2 over 2, 3 halves over 3 halves. And then, of course, don't forget to add a constant of integration. So simplifying, we have 2/5 of x to the 5 halves, and then plus negative, no? Negative, so 3, and this 3 here canceled out. So it becomes positive 2 here times negative. So negative 2 x to the negative 3 halves. But x to the negative 3 halves is what? When bring it down, x to the what? 3 halves in the denominator, no? Minus 4 over what? Over 3. Okay, guys? Is that correct, guys? 4 over 3, right? This denominator here is multiplied to 2. So minus 4/3 x to the 3 halves. Then plus c. Get it, guys? Guys. Number 6. We have integral of 4, let's say t cubed minus 5 square root of t, then plus 6 all over t to the 5/4. Then dt. What's going on? Okay. What about this, guys? Children. So we divide term by term, no? So that we'll able to express it as a sum, no? Sum or difference combination, and then apply term by term integration. So what is 4t cubed over t to the 5 over 4? So we subtract exponent. Same base, subtract exponent when dividing. So 3 minus 5 divided by 4, that is what? 7 over 4. So times 4. 4t to the 7 over 4, no? So times 4 here. Then minus 5, what about this one? Square root of t divided by t to the 5 over 4. So square root of t means to the 1/2, no? So 1/2. So 1 divided by 2 minus 5 divided by 4, that is equal to what? Negative 3/4. And then plus 6, just bring this up, t to the negative 5 over 4. Clear, guys? dt. Okay? So this is equal to, so we now apply integration term by term. So 4 times, everything takes the form x to the n dx, na? So just multiply by the corresponding constant. So we have t to the 7 over 4 plus 4 over 4. So that is 11 over 4 all over 11 over 4. And then minus 5 times t to the negative 3 over 4 plus 4 over 4 is 1/4, the exponent. So over 1/4. And then the last term, we have 6 plus 6 times, t to the negative 5 over 4 plus 4 over 4 is negative 1/4 over negative 1/4. And of course, don't forget plus c. Okay? So simplifying, we have 16 over 11, t to the 11 over 4 minus 20, then t to the 1/4. So this is negative. The exponent of t is negative. Making it positive, we'll get 24 here, no? Minus 24. Then over what, guys? Over t to the 1/4. Okay? But actually, even t to the negative 1/4, it's all right. Minus 24 t to the negative 1/4, that's also accepted. I don't make it wrong. Okay? Any question, guys? Guys. So what about if I have this integral? Integral of x squared plus 4 quantity squared, guys. How do we evaluate this? Guys. Alessandra, Beltran. Beltran, absent. Beltran, absent. Perhaps she's taking breakfast. Adrian Lintag, I will be deducting points to those who are not responding when you are called.
Chain
You're
rule po.
responsible to be to reply when you're called. Adrian, what are you going to do with this? What do you suggest?
Chain rule po, sir.
Chain rule. If you apply chain rule, what is our U? What is our N? What is the DU? Unfortunately, we don't have this. There is no 2x or x. There's no problem with the 2 because constant can be what supplied as a multiplier and then balanced outside. But what about the x? There is no x attached to the x. So we can't apply what? Directly chain rule. Okay, Adrian? Adrian.
Okay po.
What are we going to do? We are going to expand. When expanded, what do we get?
x raised to 4
x to the 4
plus 8x squared
8x squared
plus 16.
plus 16. And then apply integration. Term by term, no? Right? What's the integral of the first term?
x raised to 5 over 5 plus 8x cubed over t plus 16x.
Plus your favorite.
C.
Okay? Or we have 1/5 x to the 5th plus 8 over 3 x cubed plus 16x plus c. On x, we have Anne Margaret. Integral of what about this Anne Margaret?
Yes po, sir.
How are we going to evaluate that?
I-distribute ko muna, sir, yung x raised to 4 po sa loob po nung...
But how can we distribute? There is an exponent.
Pero i-expand po pala muna, sir,
How do
yung...
we expand a trinomial? Where the first
Up.
plus what? Square of the second plus square of the third plus twice the product of every combination plus 2x to the 6. What combination more? Minus 2x to the 5th. Last combination minus 2x. But we double the combination. Quantity dx. So we are now ready to distribute na x to the 10th plus x to the 6th plus what? X to the 4th plus 2x to the 10th. Ay,
Sir, naiwan po. 14 po dapat po,
yes.
sir.
Kaya ako na ay. Naiwan. What about this? 10, no? And then here, 2x to the 9th. And then minus 2x to the what, guys? X to the 5th. Am I right? Yeah. Integration term by term, we get
X raised to 15 over
x to the 15th over
15 po.
Next term.
Plus x raised to 7 over 7.
Next term.
Plus x raised to 5 over 5.
Next.
Plus 2x over raised to 11 over 11.
Next.
Minus 2x raised to 10 over 10.
So it is when simplified. 2 over 10 is what? 1 over 5, no? And then x to the
6 po.
over 6, but times 2. So what's now the denominator? 3.
3 po. Opo.
Plus your favorite. C, the start of your surname. Okay? Number 9. Already. Charmin Ulef. What do you suggest, Erlin Ulef, for number 9? Can we do it by expanding first and then integrate? Charmin?
Yes, sir, we can do that po.
Yes, we can do, but it's not practical.
We can do chain rule po.
So we can expand, but it's not practical to expand, na? Why is it not practical to expand?
Sir, since very ay mataas po kasi yung
The
exponent.
exponent is a bit big, no? For such case,
Yes po.
expanding it is not advisable, no? But we can expand, no? But not advisable, since this is what it will produce so many terms, and it's hard to expand actually. So by chain rule, what is our U here?
5x raised to 5 plus 7 po.
That's 7. What is our N? What's the exponent of your U? That is your N.
8 po.
8. What is DU? What is the
Bali,
differential?
25x raised to 4
25x
raised to 4.
raised to 4 dx, right?
Yes po.
We multiply by dx. Parang wala kayong topic na differential, no? Pero the differential, I mean, you are finding the differential. Di ba wala, parang I did not see in your syllabus differential, right? But anyway, when you take the differential, you just multiply it by the dx, whatever the independent variable differential of that. Okay, guys? So what is x to the fourth? Solve for x to the fourth. What is x to the fourth? Iha. Dx.
Bali, 1 over du po. Ay, 1 over 25 du.
1 over 25 du. So this is our x to the fourth dx na. Okay? So let's now replace this. So we can write this 5x to the fifth plus 7 raised to 8, and then x to the fourth dx, right? Ihana? So
Yes po.
what is this base? Our u exponent is 8. What is x to the fourth dx? That is du over 25, right? So we can
Yes
put the
po.
1 over 25 out, and then having integral of u to the 8 du. So by general power formula, what is that, children? What is that, Iha? U to the n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. Our n is 8, so plus 1, 9, no? Over 9. Get it right?
Apo, apo.
So we have, finally we have what? Iha, 1 over 25. What is our u? Times 9 pa. Ano yung 9 times 25?
Bali, 225 po. Yes po.
225. What is our u? 5x to the fifth plus 7 raised to what? 9. All over
225
plus what? Plus c.
plus C po.
Okay, very good.
Thank you
Next,
po.
we have Bene.
Hello po, sir.
What number are we now? 9, 10. Integral of, we have x cubed dx over four plus x to the fourth raised to 7. I will do it first bene, and then for the next number, you're going to do, okay, I bene. So I'm going to
Yeah.
present you another way of doing this. Instead of using chain rule, we are going to use what we call correction factor. Although it's not a what we call a formal term in any book, but this is just used for convenience. No, the term is not formal. Correction factor. The first thing to do is to express this in general power form. No, so meaning we are going to express 4 plus x to the 4th raised to 7 in u to the n form. So we have to bring it up, right? And then the remaining here, we have x cubed dx. So rewriting. So we identify our u as what, guys? So as what? 4 plus what? Plus x to the 4th, right? Our n is -7. So as long as n is not equal to -1, we are allowed to use, no? So again, what is not allowed for n? -1. So since it's not -1, we accept. What is du? Oh, what is the du, bene?
Ano po, sir? X, ay, 3x cube. Tama
What is
ba?
the differential of x to the 4th?
3x cube po. 3x cube
X
dx.
to the 4th. What is the differential? Derivative muna. What's the
Sir,
derivative?
narinig po ba?
Sorry.
Narinig po ba?
Oo. Yung x to the
Ano
4th,
po?
anong differential? Derivative muna. Anong derivative ng x to the 4th? Not integral.
4x. 4x cube po.
Or x cubed. Then multiply by
dx.
x. Okay,
Opo.
don't forget ha. Because if you don't put dx, you will be given deduction. Then the next thing to do, instead of replacing or changing the integral in terms of u, you are not going to change it anymore. So we are going to copy 4 plus x to the 4th raised to -7. Or to complete the du, because this is u to the n. And this is supposed to be du, but it's not correct. U to the n, not du. U to the n, not du. For x cubed dx to be du, what is needed to be multiplied? What do we need to multiply to it, Bene? To complete the du, 4. So we have 4x cubed dx, no? I multiply x cubed dx by 4. So there is a violation in algebra. So to compensate with that, I'm going to balance it outside. Did you get that, Bene? So balance outside by
Yes po,
1/4. Constant can be moved and out of the integral. You can introduce a constant factor inside as long as you divide it outside. Is that clear, guys? And then all you have to do is to read. So copy 1/4 integral of u to the n du. What is this, children? This is what? U, right? What about -7? That is n. What about this expression? Du. So what is now the sound? Integral of u to the n du. If the sound is integral of u to the n du, what is the answer? Guys, u to the n plus 1. If the sound is integral of u to the n du, the integral is u to the n plus 1, but what is u? 4 plus x to the 4th raised to n plus 1 is -6 over n plus 1, -6. So that no more substitution that you're going to have. So it will be a waste of time. Okay, guys? So -6, so it will become positive in the denominator, that's 6. So getting 4 plus what? 4 plus x to the 4th raised to 6. And then numerator is 1, then negative, no? And then denominator is another factor is 24. Then don't forget to add, Bene, what is to be added?
Constancy po.
Constancy. Pwede bang k yan? Plus k? Bene.
Ano po? Alam ko po sir, pwede po siya kahit ano, pero kasi
Oo,
yung
as long as
ano
you
po,
mean it constant.
yung convention po kasi natin
Oh, I
IC
see.
po para po
Can
for
be
uniformity.
any. Yes, very good. It can be any as long as you mean it constant. But the convention is C, no? You can have it K or okay. Next. This is what you're going to do, Benny. You're not going to replace by you have, but instead by correction factor. So integral of, let's say I have 3x squared minus 2, yan, quantity dx over x cubed minus 2x plus 5 raised to 5 halves. What about this? First step, Bene, what is to be done? What are we going to do? Express
Ano
first
po,
in
sir?
what? In power form, no? U to the
Yes
n,
po,
du
sir.
form. What is our, what we call this? What is the potential U to the n?
Ano po sir? U is equal to, ano po ba
You
nun?
rewrite first. X cubed
X cube minus 2x plus 5
para naka U
quantity
to the n
raised to
du. 5. Anong
negative.
possible du?
Sir, hindi po ba negative 5 halves?
Negative.
Ayun po. Times 3x squared minus 2
Quantity dx.
dx.
Ito yung suspect nating du, no? Pero
Opo, yung
check natin. Anong u?
x cube minus 2x plus 5.
What is du?
du is equal to 3x squared minus 2 quantity dx.
Is it
Ayun
the
po,
du?
nakuha naman po.
Okay, so exact, no? We can now answer it. U to the n du. U to the n. So again, what is this? U. What is this?
Opo.
N. What is this? Du. Correct already.
du.
We can now answer it. What's the answer?
X cube.
X cubed
X cube minus 2x plus 5
raised
raised
to
to negative
what is n plus 1?
negative 3 halves po.
Negative 3 halves plus 2
Over,
over
all
3
over negative 3 halves.
plus
C.
by the way, wag kayong maglalagay ng equal here kapag may siningit kayo, ha. Halimbawa, you have something like this. You do not put equal because the equal means it is from the last line. So you just have implication, or you just put these things from sa side, right side, so that you can continue the equality here. Okay?
Opo.
Could you please simplify that?
Ano po sir? Negative 2/3
Negative 2 over
3. Sige po. 3 times quantity x cube minus 2x plus 5 raised to 3 halves
very good.
plus C.
Plus C. Okay.
Thank you po sir.
Next. Be ready. Christine. What number are we now? 12, 13. Integral of for 2x minus What about this? Christine de la Cruz. Rewrite first in the form of u to the n du. Which is possible u? Alin ang mukhang u? Yung 2x cubed minus 3x to the fifth o yung loob nitong radical?
Yung may radical po.
X to the 6 minus x to the 4 plus 4 raised to
1/2.
1/2. Yung candidate to be the du is what?
2x raised to 3 minus 3x raised to 5 dx.
Ano ang u? Let u be
U.
equal to
X raised to 6 minus x raised to 4 plus 4. Tapos
as ang n.
is equal to 1/2.
What about the du?
Du is equal to 6x raised to 5 minus 4x raised to 3
And then quantity
dx.
dx. Pag pinactor out natin yung common, anong common dyan? Kasi hindi siya kamukha, di ba?
Yes po.
Anong common? 2.
2 tapos quantity 3x.
Yung magandang i-factor, yung 2 o yung negative 2?
Negative 2.
Para mauna yung 2x x cubed, no? Minus 3.
X raised to 5.
Yan.
dx.
Parehas na ba siya o hindi pa? Are they the
Tapos
same? Almost, no?
yes po. Tapos
It's missing.
magiging
Ito ang missing, no? Ito.
apa.
Right? So that is missing. So we are going to supply that. Okay, Iha?
Apa.
So instead
Magiging-
of substitution, so we're going to have correction factor. What will happen? I'm going to put what? Negative 2 inside. Sa labas, what will I put? Kung maglalagay ako sa loob, di ba kulang ng ano? Yung loob para maging du. What is missing?
Negative 1.
Negative yung loob to make it du. Anong kulang? Ito, para maging du ito. Anong kulang dito?
Negative 2.
Negative 2. Lalagyan ko ng negative 2. Anong ilalagay ko sa labas?
Negative 1/2.
Negative 1/2. So, integral of yan, x to the 6 minus x to the 4 plus 4 raised to 1/2. O ano na daw to? Lalagyan natin ng what? Negative 2, no? Then, copy. How do we read this now? Integral of u to the n du. No? U to the n du. What is the integral kapag ang tunog ay integral ng u to the n du? Negative 1/2. Copy. U to the n plus 1. Get it, guys? Para hindi na kayo nagsasubstitution ng u. Ano yung 1/2 plus 1, Iha?
3/2.
All over
3/2.
plus c. Okay? Simplifying. Cancel ba yung 1/2? Cancel, no? Negative ano na lang? 1/3. Then x to the 6 minus x to the 4 plus 4. Raised to 3/2 plus c, no? Di ba? Very easy. X to 4 plus What about this? Next. Dane Cassandra. Day?
Hello po, sir.
Oh, yes.
Ano po, sir, dito po, yung gagawin po is
Rewrite
i-rewrite
muna, rewrite.
ko muna siya. So, si ano po, quantity x raised to 8 po, plus 2x raised to 6, plus 1, quantity raised to 1 over 5. Ay, 1 over 5 po. Times 2x raised to 3 plus x po dx.
If you're going to do it by inspection, is 2x cubed plus x possible to be the differential of inside? I mean, derivative of inside?
Hindi po, sir.
Hindi, no? Kasi ang exponent lang niya 3, it will
Opo.
be 8x to the 7, no?
Yes, sir.
So, it means you need to do something inside. Oh, what are you going to do inside?
Ano po, sir?
Is it separable? Hindi. Dapat pala to x squared. X to the 4th. I got actually a mistake. Mali ako ng kopya. Yung last line. Ito x to the 4th. Yan. Dapat x to the 4th. Patapos, factorable yata siya into x to the 4th plus x squared. Paki-check nga, Iha.
Yes po, sir.
Na?
Opo.
And then this is equal to what next? What's the next?
After po niyan, sir, ano na po ata?
We have x to the 4th plus x squared raised to 5
Yung-
2/5.
Yes, sir. 2/5 po.
Check if the remaining is now possible to be the differential.
Possible na po, sir.
So what is our u?
Yung u po natin si x raised to 4 plus x squared po.
What about the du?
Si ano po, 4x raised to 3 plus 2x po.
Factoring out what?
Fa-factor out po si 2.
What do you want? Correction factor or u substitution? Simple U substitution. Chain rule.
Ano
Simple
po,
U
sir?
yung simple U substitution, that's chain rule.
Yung ano na lang po siguro, sir, yung correction factor po.
Correction factor, we have, ano ilalagay natin sa loob? 2, no?
Apa.
Balance ng ano sa labas. Maglalagay ako ng 2, kulang ng 2 eh. Diba kailangan natin ng 2?
Apa.
Balance outside na
1/2 po.
1/2.
Apa.
Pwede niyo mang ilagay yung u rin kung ayaw niyo isulat yung buo u. Pero alam niyo, pag sinulat ko sa sunod, pagsasagot na, yung buo na.
Okay.
5 halves. Then times what? Ano i-introduce natin?
Ano po, sir? Yung ano na po?
2. Hindi, maglalagay pa tayo ng 2 bago yan, kokopihin. Di ba, hindi pa naman po ano to. Ito, ayaw ko lang isulat na mahaba. Kaya ako yun. Yun naman siya. And then, ito, hindi kasi sa du. Yan. U to the n du. U to the n du. O, du na yan, di ba?
Apa.
So, ano ang sagot?
Ano po, sir?
1/2
1/2
u to
u
the n plus 1.
5/2 plus
Ano ba
7
yung kokopya nyo na para raise to
7/2 po.
this is equal to 1/7, no?
Plus C po.
Okay. O next, Hana Akyatan. You're the next one.
Hello po, sir.
What about this? Hana, what is our u here?
Yung x squared plus 4/x.
Itong loob. X squared plus 4/x. What is the du? What's the du?
2x plus h lang po.
2x. What is the derivative of 4/x? Negative.
Negative 4x po.
Negative 4x to the negative 2. Or negative 4/x squared. Right?
Opo.
Is it there? So, anong kulang? Kulang ng, pag pinactor out natin ng 2, what is missing to complete the du? Ano na lang kulang?
Uy, wala na po, sir.
Meron pa, kulang siya ng,
Ay, yun to po pala, yun to.
so maglalagay tayo ng 1/2 sa labas dahil maglalagay tayo sa loob ng 2, no?
Opo.
Yan. Maglalagay tayo ng 2. 2 times so that is 1/2 u to the n plus 1. What is u to the n plus 1? Ano ba yung u natin?
X squared plus 4/x po.
Ang u natin is x squared plus 4/x raised to. So plus 5/5.
Over 5 po.
13/5, no?
Opo.
Over 13/5. Integral of u to the n du. Du na to eh. The whole thing. Simplifying
5 26 po times x squared plus 4/x raised to 13/5 plus c po.
Okay?
Apo.
Doon, dali. Hernandez. Next. Jacqueline. Yan. Jacqueline, what are you going to do? Jacqueline, try to do it. I'll be waiting for you, huh? Just inform me if you are now ready. There, Jacqueline. Jacqueline, are you there? Jacqueline. Absent si Jacqueline? Absent. I'll be giving minus to Hernandez. Jerus.
Sir,
Sinusulat ko yung mga name ng hindi nag-ano ha? Hindi nagre-reply.
Sir.
Nandiyan ba si Jacqueline? Wala. Jerus Manson, next. You're the one to do it.
Sir,
Jerus.
wait po muna.
Okay, sige. Go ahead.
Right po. X plus 4 raised to 1 over 2. Quantity x minus 2. dx po.
Is that what you mean?
dx apat times dx. Yung u po is yung x plus 4.
And then what is du?
du is equal to dx.
Then we have what?
X minus 2.
Anong x? Anong x natin? From your substitution.
U minus 6 po.
U minus. Yung x muna. X minus 4.
U minus 4.
So you have u minus 4 minus 2. So minus 6 na?
Apo.
And then what is x plus 4?
U
raised to
1 over 2.
1 half. What is dx?
du po.
du. Okay. Then next step.
Distribute po yung u raised to 1 half. So magiging u raised to 3 over 2 minus 6 u raised to 1 half. Quantity du po. Multiply to du. Over 5 over 2. Minus 6 times u raised to 3 over 2 over 3 over 2 plus c po. 2 over 5 times u raised to 5 over 2 minus 4. Minus 4 times x plus 4 raised to 3 over 2 plus c.
Okay.
Thank you po.
Next. Mark. Mark, are you there, Mark?
Dito po, sir.
Okay. So we have what number are we now? 16, 17. What about this, Mark? Okay, you tell me what to
Ano po, sir, rewrite into general power form. So, bale magiging um, x squared plus 4 quantity raised to negative 3 over 2, then times x raised to 3 dx. Tapos, bale chain rule, yung u natin is x squared plus 4 po. Tapos yung du is equals to 2x.
what is the next thing to do?
Um,
This is you, not me. Negative 3 halves. Again, what is x squared plus 4? Mark, you, no?
opo, sir.
Not me, you. Raised to negative 3 halves. But what is x cubed? If you solve for x here, so to be x cubed ito, para maging x cubed, anong multiplier natin? Multiply this by what? Solve natin. du over what? Du over 2 equals what, Mark? X dx.
X.
So anong kulang para maging x cubed to? X squared.
Opo, x.
Ano to? Magiging x squared over
du
2
over,
times 2, no?
opo.
Tama ba? Pero ano yung x squared natin? X squared. Mark. Ano yung x squared natin? Mark. X at u minus 4. Am I right, Mark?
Wait lang. Yes po, sir. Tama po.
So, may express ba natin everything in terms of
Opo.
u, no? Raised to 3 halves. And the next, negative, no? Taba negative. Ano yung x cubed?
1/2
U minus 4 du, right?
u minus 4 du.
Kasi ito yung x cubed dx eh. Na? And then next, what comes next, Mark?
Integrate na, sir. Ay, anong po muna?
1/2 out, 1/2. O pwede rin nasa loob yung 1/2. Pwede rin naman. O distribute.
Distribute yung 1/2 po.
1/2 u
Plus u minus
to the ano? Negative 1/2. Is it negative 1/2? 1
lang.
plus negative 3 halves. 1 minus 1.5. Negative 1/2.
Tapos, sir, tama.
Minus 2 times u to the negative.
Negative 3 over 2.
Oh, integrate term by term.
One half over 1/2 times minus 2 negative 1/2 over negative 1/2 plus C.
This is simply u to the 1/2, no? Ano yung u to the 1/2 natin? Tama ba?
X squared plus 4.
Eto, plus na?
Opo, sir.
Is it 4?
4, opo, 4 times x squared plus 4 raised to 1/2. Negative 1/2 pala plus C.
Okay, that's it. Pwede na yan. Or if you want, you can make it one with positive exponent. Normally, they combine it as one expression. So they factor out x squared sa mga book, pero naman sa akin I accept that theory. Anong mas maliit? Yung negative 1/2, right? Anong matitira? X squared plus 4 plus 4. Am I right? Dito, x plus 4, no? X squared plus 4. Dito plus 4. Finally, we have what? X squared plus 8 over raised to 1/2 or square root, na? Am I right, Mark?
Opo, sir.
Okay. Di ba very easy? No, guys? 18. Next. Rian Palentinos.
Yes po, sir.
Okay. So we have integral of x. Teka, wait ha. So ito, si Rian, ang sayo. Dahil ang ganda ng pangalan mo, dapat ang problem maganda din, no? X to the 8, ay, sorry. X to the 24, ano ba yan? Mali. X to the, wait, mali pala. Wait ha. Two x to the 10 plus 2x ay raised to 8 quantity dx. Okay, Rian. What's your name, Rian? Rian nga. Am I right, Rian?
Rian po.
Rian? O, sige. O, try to analyze the problem. I understand that we can expand, Rian, right?
Oh.
But expansion is not practical to do. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
If you're given a problem like that, it means there is a trick. Unless the teacher, for instance, got a mistake, because if you will be asked to evaluate that by expansion, I don't think the teacher wants to do that by expansion, because even the teacher will find it difficult expanding such. So you have to do something. Kung wala namang error, I mean sa purpose niya, sa goal ng teacher, na ayaw niyang expansion, but to find a trick there, So kailangan mahanap mo yung trick. O ano kaya ang trick sa tingin mo? Kasi naka-power form na siya. Ang problema, ano ang DU niya? 20x to the 9 plus 3. Eh wala namang ganun outside. Right, Rian?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Wait lang po. Iisipin ko lang po.
Okay, go ahead. Take your time. Hindi naman kailangan masagot agad lahat. Agad-agad yan. Kaya nga nag-aaral tayo. I'm not expecting you to be able to do it again. Especially a problem like that. It is a problem where you will be thinking. Alam niyo naman pag kayo nag-quiz, nako kung ano nang pinagbibigay ng school niyo. No? Kasi experience ko sa ibang school, I taught in other school at nakaturo rin akong biology. Pero hindi ganyan ang calculus, hindi kagaya niyo. Grabe ang calculus niyo. Actually, yung calculus niyo is para ng engineering sa ibang school. Mahirap pa. Kaya lang, wala tayong magagawa. Eh, sa school kayo. Saan kayo nag-aaral, mga bata? Saan kayo nag-aaral? Ay, mga bata.
Sa UP po.
Yun. Bakit kaya ganyan, no?
Hindi ko rin po alam.
Ako ngayon din lang nagturo sa UP, pero I'm expecting, kasi sa Ateneo naman, ganun din kami na ganyan. Pero parang mas malala pa pala, no?
Sir, sorry po. Parang hindi ko po maisip kung anong
Any suggestion from others? Can you suggest? Ha? Alfonso, Hener. Adrian. Si Alfonso ba nakasagot na?
Yes, sir. Kanina lang.
Sino ba yung hindi sumagot kanina? Pero hindi natawag kanina, hindi nasagot. O, sinong gustong mag-try? Any suggestion? Ang gagawin natin, we do factoring inside. O, anong common sa loob, guys?
X po.
X. Then, anong matitira? Am I correct, children? Guys? Guys?
Yes.
And
Yes,
then,
sir.
we can distribute the exponent, correct? X to the 8. Tama ba? Then, raised to 8 dito sa kabila. Am I right? Di ba pag meron tayong X saka Y at naka-raised sa, let's say, sa 8, so X will share and Y will share the exponent na? Tama ba, guys? Guys.
Yes, sir.
Ano na ang possible U?
2x raised to 9 plus 3 po.
What is the DU?
18x raised to 8 dx.
Di kulang na lang ng ng 18, no? Di ba kulang na lang to ng 18 para maging DU? No?
Yes, sir.
Maglalagay ako ng 1/18. Ito, U na to, no? Dahil naglagay ako, natawag dito? DU na yan, di ba? Na? Yung x to the 18 dx, naglagay ako ng 18. Di ba DU na yon pag naglagay ako ng 18?
Opo, sir.
Yan, DU na. 1/18 u to the n plus 1 over n plus 1. Finally, we have 1 over, naku, tinatanong na pala ng teacher yung inyong score. Sa totoo lang, yung isa hindi ko pa ma-check yung PDF niyo. Paano hindi ako marunong mag-check sa PDF? Ang isa matatapos ko na. Alam niyo ba kaya ako nagpa-Excel? Kasi na-checkan ko sa Excel pero hindi sa PDF. Hindi ako marunong mag-check ng PDF. Okay? Anong 18 times 9? Hahanapin ko kung paano. Papaturo ako. 162. Ano ang u natin? 2x to the 9th na plus 3 raised to 8. Ay, raised to 9. Pakicheck nga mga bata kung tama. Guys. Is that correct, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes po.
Okay. So I'll be giving you activity, mga mamaya ipapost ko ha, about integration. Okay na guys? So we'll continue on Friday. Yung applications naman na meron na akong pinost. Yung applications. So we will be having indefinite, in differential equations, and then definite. Ang definite naman lalagyan lang ng numbers yan. Okay guys? May question pa children?
Good morning
Guys?
po, sir. May question lang po ako.
Yes.
Sir, may due po tayo ngayon. Tama po ba? Or pang fourth defects po ba yun?
Sorry?
May yung nilapag po na seatwork, sir. Ngayon po ba yun?
Hindi, bago na yun ha. December pa yun ha. Check mo.
Yung ano po, sir, nung nilapag niyo po nung November 12 po ata?
Naka-revise na nga siya.
Ay, okay po,
December pa
sir.
ang alam kong nakalagay.
Okay po, sir. Thank
Kasi
you po.
mali yung tingin ko. Kala ko kasama siya sa test. Na-overlook ko. Kaya December pa. After pa siya ng quiz 2. Ay, ng quiz 2.
Noted po, sir. Thank you po.
Hindi pa nyo gagawin yun. Hindi nyo pa sasabihin. Okay na? Guys?
Yung sa ano po, sinagutan ko po pala kanina, yung sa 14 po, may correction lang po ako.
O sa ano?
Ano po sir, yung, di ba po dun sa, bago po natin siya i-anti-differentiate, yung CU po, raised to 2 over 5 po ata dapat siya.
Anong number?
14 po.
Check natin na natin.
Sige po. Ayan po sir, yung nasa taas po niyan, yung U po, si 5 over 2 po. Sa may babang part po. Yung yan po, dapat po ata 2 over 5 po siya.
Oo nga, bakit 2 over 5?
Ano po sir, yung kasi po, di ba si U po si x raised to 4 plus x raised to 2, tas 2 over 5 po siya. Ano po sir, yung hindi po yan, yung nasa taas niya po.
Ito?
Ito po, yung di ba po yung pinaka...
Yan
po. Yan po.
Oo nga, no? Bakit ba naging 5 over 2 yan?
2 over 5 po pala dapat siya. Yun lang po.
Oo, ikaw ba nag-dictate nito?
Nalito din po ako, sir.
Sorry
Sorry
po. Hindi ko
po.
napansin. Kasi naduling din ako 2 over 5 ang tingin ko na rin 5 over 2.
Opo, sorry
ano
po,
2 over
sir.
5? Ano yung sum?
Wait lang po. 7 over 5 po siya, sir.
7 over 5. So, plus 5 over 5, 7 over 5. 7 over 5. Magiging 5 over 14 na? Okay
Yes
na?
po. Apo, okay na po.
Okay. Thank you. Ako rin, hindi ko naman napansin. Wala namang umaangal kasi itong mga classmates mo tulog din. Natutulog yan mga nakahigaya, nanonood eh. Nakahiga. Hindi yan nakapikit pa yung iba niyan. Okay na guys. See you on Friday. Okay?
Thank you po.
Thank
Okay.
you po.
Thank you, sir.
Panoorin niyo yung
Thank
mga
you
videos
po.
na sinare sa inyo ng mga teacher niyo at saka yung sinare ko sa inyo ha. Okay.